And we are here on the Friday before Thanksgiving when I'm actually streaming this in 2021. What is this year? 2022, 2021? However, whatever year this is. We are hard into the holiday season. And we are beginning to see all around us all of these buy me, buy me, buy me ads. It's the shiny shopping object syndrome. Shiny object syndrome, SOS. And this is something that is around us all the time. We see this kind of stuff, this created urgency, this FOMO, fear of missing out. Oh no, we have to get it now because if we don't, it'll be too late. And I don't know about you, but it used to be that Black Friday was just that, the Friday after Thanksgiving, and people would go and camp out on Thanksgiving evening and wait till the stores opened up, and then they would go shopping, and it was like a big, big deal. But now, I mean, come on. Walmart's advertising Black Friday deals for days. If it's before Black Friday, is it really Black Friday? If I was doing this recorded, I could put one of those little question bubbles over my head. You know what I'm talking about. Well, my name is Donna Woolam, and I am a ReInvention coach and dream advocate for women. And as a marketer, I understand the concept of creating a shiny object for people to pay attention to. But I just want to chat about that for a few minutes. First of all, thanks so much for being with me today. And if you have seen these ads on TV or maybe in your Facebook feed or wherever you're looking, there's all of these like, oh, it's time. Get this humongous extra benefit bonus discount and get this and this and this and buy one and get 75,000 free. Listen, I get that as a marketer because here's some of the things that we're dealing with right now. I know I deal with them in my head. I mean, I love a shiny object as much as the next guy, girl, person. And there's this already in our mindset this time of year, we are predisposed to spending money. We know that we've got food to buy. We're thinking about the gifts that we're going to buy. We already have ourselves in a mindset of, oh, I need to spend some money. So we're more relaxed about that, right? I mean, we spend a little more on gifts than we might have because it's an extra great deal. We love the people that we're shopping for, so we want to do something a little extra. There's all kinds of mindset around that, why we do all of those kind of things. Some of us spend way too much money and spend the whole next year paying it off. Some of us have transitioned and we are purchasing experiences rather than things. There's all kinds of emotions and mindset and all of this that goes around this time of year anyway. But then on top of that, if you're a person who is looking to invest maybe some money into your next year and to create something extra for the next year, then what happens is we begin to think about how we might be able to invest our money now for what we want next year because, they're offering it for us so cheaper. But this is the strategy that we have to kind of do for ourselves. This is the kind of thing that I have to do for my own brain. Was I looking for it before I saw the ad? And if not, then why am I so captivated with the idea of purchasing it? If it wasn't something that you were already looking for, already searching for, then why in the world would you want to throw your money or your time or your relationships into that thing today? A really good strategy for me anytime that I'm considering spending a lot of money about something is that I take 24 hours to think about it. And if it still is something that I really, really think that would be good for me, I will go ahead and spend the money usually. If it's not something, if it's just gone out of my mind, then it really wasn't something that I needed for my life. It was more something that I thought, well, maybe I should, this would be fun. And then it sits in a corner. And this is all kinds of things. It's not just money. It's the time that we spend. It's the yeses we say yes to and we wish we'd said no because we're kind of in that moment. We feel the pressure of what people's expectations are, of what we feel like we're supposed to do or how we're supposed to show up. And sometimes it's good to say yes to those. I did a whole video on that about being able to say no and being able to say yes. I talked about those things. But there's a lot of stressors in our life today, and if we're not clear about who we are and what we're supposed to be doing and the life we're supposed to be living, we can really become distracted. In fact, my morning meditation post today was all about that, about being distracted, which literally means your mind being taken off of one course of action and put on another course of action. It's like you're going down the road at 75 miles an hour and it's the cartoon squirrel and off we go in another direction. And before we know it, we've totally left the person that we're supposed to be or that we want to be or how we want to show up or what we're meant to do or how we're supposed to show up in the world. And, that's so frustrating for us whenever we go 6 months down the road and we go, wow, I completely missed it. I totally missed who I was supposed to be. And now I'm back at that same point again. There's a lot that goes into that, and I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychotherapist. I haven't done hours and hours and hours on the psychology of why we do things. I've done some. I love mind science. I love neuroscience. I love to think about that. Yesterday I talked about how important it is for us to have a renewed mind and how it protects us from our past, but it also protects us from being stuck in these situations where we're making decisions that really don't serve us, whether it's a financial decision, a relationship decision, a spiritual decision, a physical decision, whatever that is, all of those different things, where shiny object syndrome really just captures us and takes us off in another course entirely. Now listen, I'm not telling you don't go out and buy the course or buy the dress or buy the gift. I'm not saying that because you know what? I'll be at the stores. I'll be on my Amazon account. I'll be Miss Christmas Shopper. I'll be doing things. I'll be buying some things out of emotion and buying some things out of intention. I'll be asking you in the coming weeks if you want to be part of a new group opportunity that I'm preparing for the first of the year. It may or may not be the right thing for you. I hope that it is. I would really love to work with you on a deeper basis and talk about all of these things in a one-to-one, face-to-face kind of conversation. But this is the thing, is don't be driven by anything. Not by me, not by the person who's promoting that ad on Facebook that you're going to see scrolling through here in just a minute, not by your Amazon suggested purchases account, not by what Siri thinks that you ought to buy when you go on Google, not what you see on TV, not by the emotions of, will they know that I love them if I don't spend $2,000 on them, not on the relationship that's really not serving you, but you feel like that you need to stay in it for all kinds of reasons. This is a season to step back and have some clarity on about how you really want to show up. How do you want to show up in the world this holiday season? Do you want to show up intentionally in different ways than you have in the past? This is the time to think about that and not be distracted by all of the things. There's some ways that I really want to show up for my kids and my grandkids, for my sister, for my brother, for my brothers-in-law and sisters-in-law, for all of the people that I love, for the people that I'm here with on social media every day. I want to show up in a particular way, and if I let myself get distracted from that, I won't be 100% authentic with you. And that's the most important thing, isn't it really? Because how can we have real life transformation if we don't know that we've been at point A and now we're at point B, or we want to get to point B? How can I have what I need if I'm always running after something that somebody else tells me I should have and be and do? Because I love Brendan Burchard's perspective on this. Did I show up in love? Did I show up living the way that I was supposed to be? Did I do the things that made meaning? Because, nobody needs us to just throw money at them. We just need to throw love at them. How about that? Maybe this season, the shiny object could be, how can I love more intentionally? How can I serve more powerfully? How can I give the love of God away in tangible ways, real ways that are going to make life change possible for all the people that I love and that you love? Let's think about that and let's talk about that. I would love your thoughts on this. I love it, love it, love it when I see your comments, whenever I hear from you, when you tell me that was ridiculously stupid, or wow, that really resonated with me. I like to hear both sides of it. I don't like trolls, but I love people who are honest and intentional with what they think about the things that I'm saying and my concepts. They're just my ideas. They're not 100%, but they're from my heart, and I love to share them with you. And I love for you to share back with me. So please, if you're watching this, let me know. Tell me hello in the chat. Be sure and give me a hashtag replay if you are on a replay. And more than anything, what I pray for you is clarity and peace and hope, because hope does not disappoint. Thanks so much, and I will talk to you next week. And it will be on recording. It will be Thanksgiving week. Can you even believe that we've reached this time of year? So the Lord bless you and keep you, and let his face shine upon you. And may the peace of God surround you in everything that you do. God bless you. I love seeing you. Have a wonderful weekend.